activities, we have explored how water and wind affect rocks and sediment through weathering and erosion. We also explored what happens to that sediment when it stops moving and gets buried by other sediment. As sediment is deposited, it can bury plants and animals. When these plants and animals are shut off from the open air, hard materials such as bone can be preserved, and both bones and softer materials can have their shapes preserved in the rock too. As a result, we can find such materials, called fossils, inside sedimentary rocks. In this activity, you will play the role of a paleontologist. Paleontologists study plants and animals that have been preserved in rock in order to better understand what an area was like millions of years ago. They look for fossils outside, excavate areas to expose and remove fossils from rock beds, and then bring some fossils back into a lab for further investigation. First, let's make sure you have all of your materials. You should have a fossil brick or rock bed, a wooden mallet, a paintbrush, a couple of small wooden sticks, a pair of safety glasses, I'll put these on right now, and should you choose to use it, you can grab your magnifying glass from last week's activity to examine your findings. Before starting the investigation, either take your rock bed outside or put a material underneath that can help contain loose sediment once the excavation begins. I've put some napkins down here to help contain the mess. Let's get ready to start the excavation. An excavation is when you use tools to dig away dirt or rock to uncover something. You have a small rock bed in front of you, and you'll be using your tools to look for fossils and other interesting materials. As you excavate, try to think like a paleontologist. Start by making some observations. Paleontologists don't start hammering away or digging a hole if they don't have any evidence of fossils being there. Examine your rock bed. Do you see anything that gives you a sign of where to start your excavation? If you do, start there. If you don't see anything very clear, you might want to start by clearing away one thin layer across the entire rock bed. And look again. As you excavate, think about what tools you might want to use when. If there are no signs of fossils and you need to move a lot of material, you might choose to use the mallet to crush part of your rock bed into sediment that you can brush away. If you can see part of a fossil sticking up, you will want to be more careful, using your mallet only gently and utilizing the brush to sweep away sediment. The small sticks in your kit can be an in-between tool, helping to move materials more quickly than the brush, but not so intensely as the mallet. You can also use the sticks to help scoop material out of the rock bed. If you're having a hard time removing material, you can also tilt the container and brush material out. Once you've found your first item in the rock bed, don't stop there. Continue your excavation process to search for more items. Just like with paleontologists' work in real life, some items may be big and easy to find, but others might be quite small, so you have to work carefully through the rock bed to make sure you don't miss anything. I hope you had fun excavating your rock bed. Of course, until you become a paleontologist, it's important not to excavate real rocks and sediment, because important scientific findings could be lost or destroyed. If you want to do more with the items you found, use what you learned about erosion and how sedimentary rocks form to reenact the burial of plants and animals and their transformation into fossils.